We can vlog if you want to. We can leave your friends behind, 'cause your friends don't vlog, and if we don't vlog, well, they're no friends of mine. Hey, so it's me again. This is my second video. I am filming this Wednesday morning, so, you can see how organized I am. So I didn't really plan anything out for today. Normally I do because I'm anal and shit like that. But today I didn't. But I was watching the other videos and I realized I didn't really talk about myself or what I do, like what my art is and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to go more into that today. My art is I write. I'm actually being published on one of my short stories in June. It's a contest called Polar Expressions. You can go order it. I don't get any profits, so I don't really see the point why I'm advertising, but still. I mostly just wrote that short story. I don't really write poetry or anything like that. I'm very bad with rhymes, but I do try to make like a rhythm to what I write, kind of like how Shakespeare had had a rhythm when he wrote, and I try to do something like that when I write. I've got a couple of short stories and like kind of novellas started on my computer, but I never really have the conviction or the push to finish them. I've started a couple new ones because my aunt got me this diary for Christmas, and I've been writing down all my ideas in there, and there were two that have really developed into it, and I even made plot diagrams and stuff like that. I'm thinking about really writing them more. I've started a prologue for one of them. It's more like a mystery, and I'm thinking of actually trying to write it as a screenplay. I've never written anything like that. I just, write like you would write like a book or a short story or things like that. So that's going to be interesting. I think it'll be fun to try it. So yeah, and my favorite movie would be Rocky Horror Picture Show. Hands down. Tim Curry is just amazing in it. So yeah, and seeing as most of you guys, including the people from Encounters, haven't seen it, there's this channel on YouTube that makes really funny parodies of a lot of movies, and it's called 30-Second Bunnies, and it's basically because the videos last 30 seconds if there aren't any bonus shots at the end, and it's made with bunnies, like animated drawn rabbits, and it's actually really funny. And they made a Rocky Horror one, and I just love it. I watch it like 8 times a day. So I'm gonna put a link right up here so you can go watch that one. And if you want to hear the awesomest song in the entire movie, but they're all awesome, and sang by the awesomest actor ever, well, sorry Tom Cruise, you're hot and all, but Tim Curry, really, trannies don't normally do it for me, but check out this link right here, and he will show you how sweet transvestites can be. So I don't really have any big plans for this summer. I'm probably just going to try and get all my volunteer hours after school because I have to do them for school. I have about 30 hours, I think, that are mandatory. I'm probably going to end up doing more than that, though. I'm thinking about volunteering at the library. I'm a big bookworm. I read. My favorite author is probably Jodi Picoult because she's just, none of her books are like my #1 favorite book, but they're all just really, really good, and I just think she's so amazing because she really makes it so you can relate to the stories in all of her books. I read My Sister's Keeper. If you guys have only seen the movie and never read the book, read the book. It's amazing. I could not stop crying the entire way through. She has a way of writing that you feel like you're personally involved with the story. So that's about all that I think I have to say about me, because I'm not gonna say like my phone number or anything like that, because God knows what kind of weirdos are watching this video. Anthony, that's a joke. That's a joke. I'm sorry, that was me. So yeah, and I've been having a lot of Encounters moment this week, and well, the past few weeks actually. And the other day, I was just at one of my friend's locker, and we were just hanging out, and she was getting her binder for the next class or something. And this chick's running down the hall, and she's giggling with her boyfriend or something, and she's like, "No, don't touch me there!" My instant reaction was the following. This is my private square. R-A-P-E. Get that thing away from me. So yeah, that's my little homage to you, Anthony. I showed most people at my school the dirty version of that song that you made up. You'll have to show it in the next video. I can't do it justice the way you do. You're the only one who's meant to sing that one. You're the only one who probably would sing that one. So yeah, I showed my friends my video from last week, and one of them got really pissed because you see the Italy painting in the background. Well, that's one of my friends who made it for me for my birthday a couple years ago. It's kind of crappy, but we were in grade 6, right? And it's really sweet and I love it. I'm still keeping it out there because it's kind of my dream to go to Italy, because as much as I love to write and everything, I really love art. I can't draw with shit, I can't paint with shit, but I love looking at it. And I would give anything to see St. Peter's Basilica and see the Sistine Chapel and the Raphael rooms and the Plaza del Pisa, and it's my dream, right? And anyways, back to the point. One of my friends, I have two best friends really that I hang out with mostly. One of them got really just, she's like, well, I'm not part of your video. So without further ado, my friends Margot and Danica. And here's just a random shot of the three of us. We took it a sleepover. I have another really close best friend, but she didn't want her video or her picture on the internet, so I'm gonna, respect her wishes and not, post them all over YouTube. I think that sums up most of what I had to say today. So now my improv tip. In improv, you're gonna have time that use props, and I'm gonna show an example. And for that, say this duct tape was a prop. That duct tape cannot be tape. It cannot be packing tape. It cannot be a clear kind of paper that sticks on one side. You have to get really creative, okay? It can be a bracelet. It can be a hat. It can be anything, but it cannot be tape. You have to really be original. You have to make a story out of nothing. And you can't just be walking around doing a story and just have this tape around on my arm just to use the accessory. You have to use the prop, but you have to make it part of the story. It can't just be there. The story could be entirely about my bracelet. It could be about my hat. It could be about my strange one earring. But you have to include the prop. So that's all for me today. So this was an Encounters with New Brunswick.